minutes deal.
Hey mom, I buy it, but everything goes me. Just give it one again, like this. You can keep it check. My bar, that was something. Okay.
Alex de Veselio Eminence Deal.
Heavy's not sound. It's not smash the devil. Say mama, bye, whatever the girls miss. Just give it one again, like when she can give it a not far, that was something. Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. It is 7 o'clock on the 7th of October today. Is it a Wednesday? Wait. Time flies. Even I lose track of time. It's a Tuesday. We're starting at 7 p.m. until the time switch. So yeah, a little bit of an early start on that one. Welcome everyone. Continuing where we left off yesterday. Well, actually what you're looking at is completely unrelated, so spoilers, but don't worry about that. We're going to be continuing work on FlowRunner. We're going to be doing the Electron side of things. I've already got a version 1 candidate which we're going to test out, and we're going to make some different API nodes in Comfy, test them out, make them, put them in, see if we can chain them together and things like that. It's going to be fun. This is just something else I'm working on. But yeah, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. Fernicar's here, Battlecruiser operational, liked and subscribed. Now where were we? Vibing to the tunes. Dragon's here. It be dark again. You should come by the Discord hangout. We should probably do another one tonight. I'm feeling jolly. So after the show, we'll do a hangout in the Dev Live. We've renamed the channel. Dev Live Hangout or something. So come on down. And don't forget, if you're watching live or if you're watching later, all the links are in the description. We're here every day. Usually it's 8 p.m. GMT. We're about to hit that British summertime, wintertime switch. So at the moment it is 7 p.m. again. That was a big bada bang. It's all good. So yeah, I'm just running a little experiment here on the left. It's using my multi-phase tins with substages to build something for me. All I've had to do so far is say proceed or add the next stage of the plan. Dragon says, I used WAN Animate, by the way, for when I stole your coffee time video. That's really impressive, because that means that WAN Animate is basically as good as VO. Like VO2, because it doesn't have the sound, but because that was a VO3. I did it with VO3. So if you did that with WAN Animate, that right there is local source catching up. That's a gap bridged. Impressive. Because I thought it was almost the same animation, right? Just with your character. So am I going to be mysterious? Nah, I'll explain it to you guys. So I had a little theory. And it goes a little bit something like this. I had a chat with Zero Vector 6 Holo. You know, the holographic brain. And I asked him, is the music too loud? That's not what I said. Is the music too loud? Feels like the music's too loud. Hold up. I'm going to move my headphones. I asked him, how does wave-based framework improve over linear async promise? Because that's essentially what I was doing with the brain. And so we made the plan. And in fact, he made the plan initially and it was kind of bad. So I said, this plan is simplistic. We can do better. You know? Tins into multi-phases. Same plan I gave out before. All I did is say separate documents of less than, because he kept making the separate phases too big. So I added a little bit of a change there. He went through it all, made the multi-phase plan, and then we get to the end. He delivers the whole thing, and I was a bit dubious because some of the plans just start with hard code. That didn't change in the end, but what I said was, we can check it. Yeah. Please read the stage plan. That should have been read. Hopefully he figured it out. So that's what I actually typed though. The idea was read all of the plans again and just make sure they're not missing anything, right? So double check the stages after you've written them, because they are artifacts in the chat. So off we go. And he went through, he made a quick fix list, and then we changed all of them, and then we dumped the final set of plans. And I think we're currently on phase 2 for this one, in case you're wondering what it's doing in the background. I think it's actually downloaded currently loaded clip. It's got access to my GPU. It's got clip encoder, but not dual clip. So we're getting there. We're getting there. It's going to have an LLM enhancer in the clip. It's an experiment. So what's he saying? Whoa, he's ready for phase 3? God dang. This guy's hungry. Oh, something I've been doing. When he finishes, I compact the task again. It's been a good move, compacting the task at the end of each phase, because the first phase cost me $10, and I was like, whoa, this is getting, you know, this is expensive. And then every other stage has cost me nearly nothing. Like I said, we're up to what he wants this one now. And he's kind of trained as well. He's kind of learned this process. He sometimes even asks me, hey, do you want me to make the substage plans? And if you just take a look at what he's done, it's quite interesting as well. Look at all this. I made him make all of the substage documents in a subfolder, instruct. And look, there's 20 of them. Everything these are all his little lists of everything. So we are fully documenting this one. Anyway, look at him go. I've been really impressed actually with this condense. So it hasn't, once we got past that initial hump of getting phase 0 done, pipeline is now fully functional, Captain. No, we're going to keep going. So the front end is updated. Okay, so did you compact it? Nice, we're down to 50,000 tokens. Lean. So now I'll go into files. I'll click on docs. And I'll make a new one. Phase3.md. Right? And copy in the next step. And I'll be real, the plans started getting a little bit abstract, like where's even the header for this document? Is that it? Step 3, enhanced front end? I don't know. Started getting a little bit abstract. Like I don't really see much in the way of step 4, real-time updates. I mean, hey, I'm not going to argue. So phase 2 is complete, and I'll just copy this. I think I will do plan first. I probably could have gotten away with act, but I don't want it to get too squirrely. Right, so anyway, episode 270, guys, Latent Space Live. Can you believe it? I did promise you Flow Runner. I'm not just getting distracted. I want to spend the first 15 minutes to sort of nurture this, because it's going to be running for the whole thing. Let's see, how many more phases does it have in the plan? Oh, it's only got one more actually, so we might be able to test it. That'd be so cool. I'd love to be able to test it tonight. I have got Flow Runner in the other window, in a different castle. Okay. So it's still in development, but we've made a few changes since the last time we looked at it. So I don't want to do it in VS Code. I'm going to do it different. Hey, Kurt Curtis, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the show. Coffee's locked down. While it's doing this, oh, look how good he's learned. Look at this. This follows the same structured approach that worked well for phases 0, 1 and 2. Create substage documentation. Implement each component with tests. Verify functionality at each step. Complete with integration validation. Wave pipeline orchestrator, huh? Now we're giving away the goods. We can move on to the next project. I've also just made a buttload of space by copying my entire gallery over to my NAS. So I have 224 gigabytes free on my comfy drive now, which is nice. I still need to reduce the C drive though. Sorry, bro. I'm live. I'm live, you goon. That's the guy that comes in asking about weapons. Maybe he'll make a join. Maybe he'll join us. Right. So this all hinges on starting your comfy with something like that. Because what it does is it opens up the port. So let's see if it works. Because I've got the Electron version to test. So let's go into release 1.1. Now, yeah, let's do the portable. Let's see what happens. Hopefully not loads of bugs. Hopefully it works. Okay, that's a good start. Alright. Now, I was messing around last night and, oh man. Throttle. I was messing around with throttle. Oh, you'll notice that this looks a bit different. The workflow's now import. So basically, if I was to show you in the actual app, how does that even work? Okay. I'm seeing a problem with this already. See, I was about to say, yeah, so anyway, what you do, right, is you put the workflows in the folder. So yeah, we're going to have to make it so you can actually do that. There isn't a folder. If you have the proper built version though, there's a source folder. So this is quite funny. I didn't think of that. I'm going to have a little think. But anyway, if you have this version installed, not the built exe because that's cooked at the moment. Anyway, I mean, it'll work, but you can't, I can't change it. You can import temporary ones though. I'll show you how to do that. So what I'm talking about is how do you get your workflows into the thing, right? And essentially it's in data workflows. You put them inside custom exactly as they are, and it uses the file name to, that's what's happening. And essentially whatever I put here, when I reload the app, it'll automatically make them there. But I've just realized that when you build the Electron app, you don't have that folder, of course, right? And if you're running the portable app, you definitely don't, because obviously it's just an exe. You just run it from there. That's what we're doing. You can install it, which probably just gives you the unpack somewhere in the app folders. But I think, I like portable apps. Just run it from where it is. It's quite small. But anyway, that's not the point. You can't actually change it. You can't change this one anyway. But anyway. So if you wanted to import a workflow, it'll just appear in the canvas, right? But the real way to do it was to put it in that folder. That's how I set it up. Anything I put in there will be in the system. Anyway, let's just get to the thing. I think my comfy's running. So, yeah. So what we did was we made a T2i SDXL 2048, which is based on Throttle's workflow. So if I just give it that, it should make, I think I changed it to 16:9, but it's 2048X. So it's a big boy. Let's go for an unimpressed cat. Yeah, it's usually a good one. Fail. Oh, it's making the image, so that's a good sign. No, I'm not going to bother trying to load. Wait, maybe it'll work now because I've got loads of memory. The temptation to put the sunglasses on the cat. Right. It's not bad. For SDXL, that's kind of crazy because it's a big boy. That's a big image. Right. So there was a couple of things I wanted to test. It's working. Bottom line, it's working. There's some of my other stuff that we've done in here. So I can't change anything at the moment. I'm just sort of testing things, I guess. So I can import. Right. Okay. I can import and test stuff. So that means we can jump into Comfy and start making things. Good times. Let's just see how this thing's coming along. Oh no. He's making weird stuff. Oh well, it was always a danger. Cool idea, but maybe doesn't work. Alright, let it keep going. Let it keep going. Right, where's my Comfy UI? So I think this is Throttle's workflow here. I've simplified it down. We had a couple of fancy versions as well, which had like LLMs in, but I turned this into an API node basically. And we were making like, he was actually using it differently. So I'll show you what I mean. So. Yeah. 2752 by 1536. It's not shabby for an SDXL. Took hardly any time and there's no lightning or nothing. It's just using my real jugs to do 32 steps. It's not bad. It's pretty good actually. So I thought, maybe do a little bit of stuff with SDXL because SDXL's got a really cool IP adapter for one thing. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how or where you would apply this, or if it would just break it, but you know, it's an interesting thing. But I thought we'd make it even simpler. So, what about the reactor face swap? How would you do it? Because it's going to be 2 images in. How do they know which one is which? I suppose they'll just try it and find out, won't they? You get it the wrong way round, you'll have to do it again. It's kind of silly though. I feel like it should be more intuitive or something. Yeah. So we're going to find out. Reactor. I can't even spell. Okay, so I think one of them is video, yeah, and is the other one image? Yeah, that one's image. Okay, so we'll do this one. So it's literally image in, image out. So, wait a minute though. This one uses a face model for the face. Oh, and this one's been changed. Weird. It's like yeah, the face is disabled. Alright. Look at them. Epic stuff. Got some really good images last night on the Hangout. I get thumbnails maybe? It would save me a lot of time. Right, is that a Thora? That's a Thora. That's a Thora. That's 2 cartoon though, not Thora, Sharona. I think me maybe try to fix that face, maybe. Okay, now I have a Sharona face, so I can just do it like this. And so this is using my reactor workflow. You'll find it in the module, Toda modules. Toda tools, face swap reactor V30, it's up on the GitHub. So basically we've got almost the character's face here anyway. And I'm just going to use, see actually, yeah, there we go. It swapped it with what we trained as that character's face. Okay. Now, for like an API in-out, there's a couple of ways you could do it. You could have a workflow that saves the face. You could have a workflow that saves the face, and if you use that first, then maybe we could ask... Oh, it's difficult because it automatically... it automatically detects the workflow. So, you know, without being able to change the code, I don't know what it's going to let me have. I know it'll save the image, and I know you can put an image in it. But I don't know about how, like... I bet if I just gave it another image, you could, you know, just have a second image input, which is for the is for the face. That would be easy to do. And it would be simpler than having to do a create face workflow. If there was a way to make the nodes so that it exposed the name of the face, you'd be all right because you could type it in. But remember, it's like you've got to do things simple. You've got to simplify things. It will be slower but have the same effect. But you need to be able to take a batch of images here, because really the magic is when it turns a bunch of images into one face with the safe tensor. So we could take that off for the API version. That's fine. And then have another thing there. And I reckon we use the DJZI built-in thing to cap off whatever they give you to 1 megapixel, and that would be face image, and that is load image. Leave that alone. I mean, that might work. I just got rid of all my images, so all I have is what's in this folder right now. No, what have we done? We could try giving her an anime cartoon face. Wait. See, there's a fatal flaw with this plan. I don't have a face to swap it with right now. Oh, do you know what we'll do? We'll create one. What about if we make her Asian for the purposes of the demo? An Asian woman with white hair. Portrait. An Asian woman with white hair? Fernicar. So instead of workflow, you want subgraphs, since subgraphs are designed to expose what's required and handle what is necessary to expose. Segue, subgraphs are now publishable. Yeah, I heard all about it. And it's cool. It's something you can do in a workflow. One plus one. Asking Jugs to make women live on stream. It's alright, look, we've got a face. Remember, this is SDXL, ladies and gents. It looks like something from a role-play game. So now what I'm going to do is throw that in here. And then do it again. And if it looks obviously not like that, then it worked, right? It worked. Let's see what happens. What are we going to get? Yeah, it made her vaguely more Asian, I think, you know? I'm not sure if it's really exactly the same person, but hey, it's tried. Looks a bit smooth to me, don't you think? Maybe we turn the boost off. Let's see what happens. It is less smooth, but the ears are weird. Something happened to the ears. There's also restore face, which could be turned off and then maybe boost back. Oh wait, I just turned boost on, not off. Whoops. It's the wrong way around. I'll turn off that middle restore. Wait, it's already finished? Damn it. That does look better, I mean, like, quality-wise. I don't know about whether it follows this woman enough, but it's picked up at least some of the features. I mean, you know, what are you going to do? It's a tiny face. Alright. I've seen enough. I'm happy. I'll just delete this. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Bring these in. Yeah. Alright. Save our export API as I2I face SDXL 1024. Might not be 1024, might be whatever it is you put in. Although it doesn't seem like it's. No, actually, it's. I think the face is 1024, but it does that by itself, and actually it just tries to retain whatever image size you had by patching the face into the original image. So it's kind of dynamic. Dynamic. Alright, we're going to save that. Right, so now we go back to our cool API and we say a woman with white hair. Harry with white hair. In a shopping mall. Let's keep it clean, guys. Oh, with my hair in a shopping mall, please. And then while it's making that, Dragon's right. You should probably be using your VAE in all the workflows for safety. Let's just get ready to get rid of it. Does get picture? Oh no. Alright. Let's see what happens, because I've never. This is the thing, I don't know. I've not had or tested it with the workflow. See, it comes with 2 prompt it, but it scans it 2 prompt inputs, no prompt inputs. So I wonder what's it going to do? Workflow executed. See, to do this properly, you've got to put it here. It even tells you what to do, but you can't because you've only got the Electron build. You need the source. I didn't realize there's no folder. I'm going to have to think about how to code that into this. I've never done that, so that's quite fun. But yeah, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it looks like we've got a prompt input and an image input, so that's not going to work. We're going to have to do some kind of upgrade to the code base. Let me have a look at this. I need to make some notes. Here we go. Right. So first of all, when you need multi-image input or no prompt input at all, because there's a lot of processors that don't have a prompt. So how do you do that? I mean, obviously you just don't put anything in it, but I bet if I just pass that there like this, it's not gonna. Surely it can't work. It needs 2 image inputs. The other thing, of course, is video ? Because you need batch support for that. At the moment, all it does is pass an image from one to the next. You know, it takes the output and puts it in the input. It's pretty easy. But when you want to start doing video stuff or sequences of images, I don't think it's going to do it. What's it swapping with? Swapping with nothing. Analyzing target image. Did it swap it with itself? Oh, it swapped it with that Asian woman's face. Do you know, it's actually an improvement on this one here. It's actually done a job. It's done a good job, actually. But you can't actually change the face. So we need a special handling for workflows with multiple load image. You know what I mean? It needs to expose multiple inputs. So that's the first thing. Yes. Need multiple pink image inputs. If no prompt detected, bypass, because there's actually a thing that stops you it stops you sending it if there's no prompt. Bypass check, and then obviously sequence. I think the way to do it is, if all single images are actually batch 1, right? So if everything is, tensor, what is it? Batch, height, width, forget the last one, channels. And I'll make sure it matches what Comfy uses. Whatever it is. I forget what it is off the top. I think it's batch, width, height channels, but sometimes I get the width and the height mixed round. BWHC. If you convert the entire app so that it uses BWHC, that gives you 2 things. It gives you the ability to do sequences because it's just a higher number of batch count, and then it also gives you ability to do alpha because then you've got what's it called? Trying to think. Transparency. Got there in the end. And I just want to check something else as well. I got a feeling that we can wrap Sea Dance as well, or Sea Dream, isn't it? Yeah, Sea Dream with the WAN up. Look at that. Sea Dream WAN up. I think that's the one I put out a while back. So it's got a prompt enhancer. So in comes the prompt, in comes the image, right? But then a load of other stuff happens. So maybe we simplify this. Maybe we don't do this because that's a separate module. And we already have a prompt enhancer. We have a prompt enhancer already as well. So again, it becomes... Oh, you want Sea Dream? This is the funny thing, because it's just a wrapper, right? I'll just plug that in there. I mean, to be honest... I don't know if it'll pick it up. Let's have a look. Let's find out. This would be Sea Dream 4. So I2I dash, wait, I2I, yeah, Sea Dream 2048. Yeah. Obviously it's a paid node, but we've still got a little bit. We've got $1.97 left from the when we were testing these out last. Yeah, so I should be able to test that. We should use the use these inputs just because we can. Hang on, let's put her in a different environment. A woman. Okay, we can do better than this. Oh, there's no LLM processing. What happened? What happened? Oh, llama need restart? No. Enable. Refresh. Intern. Test. Okay. LLM. LLM. So, let's get rid of clear connections. Use. Right. So if I go, I gotta remember what we're doing here. What's the upper? Oh yeah, image is the bottom. Yeah, cool. Image is pink. Right. So then we put that one in there. Woman in white hair in a shopping mall. Okay. How about a woman with white hair? Wait, what? Why won't it let me type? Strange. Alright. Okay. Strange bugs. Won't let me type. Is it broken? Start again. Can I type? I can't type anymore. Oh no! Oh well, something broke. Don't know what. Because since starting the LLM, can't type. Maybe not connected. Since enable LLM, no text input. Okay. Try it again. Okay, we get the app back. Can I enter text now? Yes. Right. A woman with white hair on a heroic journey. Okay. And then we'll use the T2i SDXL, the new one, the 2048 that was made. That's T2i. And face swap is gone because it was a temporary node. So we'll do the face swap for fun. Even though the face is kind of we can't change the face. That's okay. So we'll go image to image on that. There's no prompt. And then we'll throw it in Seedream and see what happens. And then this is the part that broke it last time. So it's set up, it'll run, but intern is set. Okay. So we put LLM up. Put that in here. Invalid connection. Whoops, wrong thing. Put that there. Put the swapped image in the image. And then the enhanced prompt Seedream. Okay. Just looking at it, looks cool. Right. No, I just need a system prompt. I've got an image-to-image enhancement prompt here, which should work. Which, part of the DJZ ENH system. Okay, there we go. We put it in. All right. It's kind of funny. I never thought, well, just wrap the external API. It's a workflow, so you can do that too. This is why I want to get the video support sorted, because there's a lot of automation you can do with taking the final frame and pushing it again and again. This sort of stuff's super easy to do with this. So, what are we going to get? A woman on an adventure. Okay, we get a woman on an adventure. I should have put the show text out. It just makes them more Asian because of the face swap. It's the second image that you can't change. So normally there would be a load image node here going into a second thing, and then that would allow you to set whatever face you want. So yeah, it's like, it will work. I just need to give it dual input support. At the moment it only detects the first input. Let's see if we get a return back from this, because that'd be cool. It's a bit slow. What's going on here? Please log in first. You need to be authorized. So even... Okay, well, that's interesting, though. So if somebody did an API workflow into my Comfy somehow, it wouldn't even let them. They need to have a sign-in. So I wonder if there's a way I can sign in with my Comfy account in FlowRunner. Ooh, there's a thing. If it says unauthorized, there must be a way to authorize, right? Obviously, the way you authorize is in there. So I'm just going to assume that this doesn't work. Yeah, that's cool. It didn't charge me or anything. Good idea to try it though. So processing nodes need some work. And there was maybe a bug. I could still enter text, so I don't know. Maybe it's a memory leak, I guess. I don't know. So we have to go back into the development mode to continue. I do want to find out if Quen is still slow after saving all of that space. So let's just open up a workflow I made earlier. This one doesn't really matter, it's so basic, but it does have the face swap. It's not going to look like that anyway. So can I clear it? I guess I can. All the flows are gone because this is a different install. Right. Okay, well. Unimpressed white cat. And it would be just go straight for that one. Yeah, just go straight for that one. And then text. Quen. Right. So the idea is to test the system prompt, which will update the prompt. I might have to go into Lovable and ask him to extract it. Might be the quickest way to get it. But this will do. I just don't have I don't have a system prompt there. Right, Lovable time. Where are we? Lovable. Look, it's a different. Oh, it's gone. See, that was the thing I was working on before. Different stuff. Different stuff. It's not actually Lovable. It's just another thing. I think it's this one. Does it give me a file structure? Yeah, it does. So It would just be quicker to tell him. I mean, to ask. Yeah, I'll just ask him. Please extract and write out the system prompt, which is used when we are sending an image for video generation, and we click update prompts button to use vision with the existing text to update the prompt. It's funny. I gotta get my prompt back. I gotta get my prompt back from the AI because it's hard. It's like in the code somewhere. Find me the woman with the red dress. She's in there somewhere. Two system prompts. When there's an existing prompt to update, use this. When starting from scratch, use this. Right. Well, that's the one I need. Okay, let's see if we get a crazy loading time on the Quen edit this time. Because if it does, it'll take forever. But it's going pretty quick since I cleaned the drive out, so I'm hoping that may have done the trick. We'll see. SDXL was already pretty quick, so. Pretty good. Like I said, for SDXL, that's pretty good. No Lauras. Suspicious. Because we did it the other day and it was just like, chuk, 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 no problem. No problem, boss. There's definitely like a system issue when it doesn't load things quick. It might be that the hard drive needs a buttload of space free as well. This has happened before when we couldn't generate videos for a while. Like if it comes up saying half an hour, I think we've got our answer. Usually it'll say like loaded partially if there's a problem, but it says completely, which is just a good sign. Partially. That's not good. So yeah, I need to clear out some more space from my... where's tree size at? We can do that in the background because it's almost coffee time. Send some files into the void. So it's all about the C drive. I just need to make some space. Maybe I delete a game I never play anymore. I bet there aren't any left to delete. Oh look, actually, no faith. It says it's going to take like a minute. It says it's going to take a minute. Okay, so the Quen edit might be back on. Quen edit chain back on, possibly. Alright. Because remember, this is like a fixed build, not a dev copy. I can't change anything, right? So I'm learning. I've learned that the app can't call the paid API nodes without some trickery, by the looks of it. Because you have to authenticate, which obviously we haven't done. Which is good. Okay, so I think it's finished that edit. We should get, yes. Alright, okay. Alright. Same cap with sunglasses. Now we're going to go for the hat. And then this is going to give me an enhanced prompt, which of course could be enhanced for video, and you'd send the first frame to LTXV. That's my next plan, my next gambit. But of course I don't support video yet, so, you know, I'm kind of stuffed with, you know. And I think now this pipeline is loaded, it might be worth using a QuenEdit pipeline to generate the first image, just so you don't have to keep doing the cold load for the first image in the pipeline. So it might be worth having a QuenEdit text to image. So basically just QuenEdit without the image put into it. You're like, what's it even editing? Nothing. You just say a man or something. I don't know. Right. Okay, cool. And then what? Is it going to do that? Yeah, nice. It gives us a cool thing. So this is what it sees. Unimpressed white cat. Ooh, wait a minute. There's a problem here. I don't see the sunglasses. I don't see the hat. What's going on? That's not good. Are you blind? Put it on Quen. Put it on Quen and try again. We've got no seeds in there, it's auto. Alright, that's coffee time, ladies and gents. We're going to be doing old school coffee time. Soon it'll be a point of nostalgia, I guess, because no one will remember it. Call it Coffee Time Classic. Yo. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's coffee time. And then let's see. So there's something I noticed which I picked up for the office that I want to talk about while we're sitting down. While we're all sitting down, let's take a look behind mystery door number 1. Now, if you've heard of what this thing is, cool. I haven't. Not these guys. We're making more cats. This. Okay. So, it's like an arts and crafts tool, alright? And when I saw it, I didn't really know what it was. I thought, oh, it's just some kind of printer thing. And it is. But it's got a cutter on it, right? So it cuts vinyl, it makes stickers, it does transfers. And I thought, man, this is like right overlapping with our little Venn diagram here. But the interesting thing about it, okay, when you open it up, it's got 2 little grips. One of them is for the knife, obviously, so it can cut vinyl and card and whatever it needs to do. But it's also got a little slot for the pen. And it got me thinking. We can get the AI to come up with a prompt and convert it into canny and then have this thing like draw it like a little robot hand, which is just kind of cool. I don't know, it's just something I wanted to do. Also, it's got like 1,000 other bloody uses. These things are surprisingly versatile. But yeah, a cutting plotter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's a cutting plotter, and it can do ink. It's like it can do all kinds of stuff. I'd never heard of it before. It's called a Cricut Explore, and apparently there's a new one coming out in March. So they're actually undersold and they're on discount. So you can pick them up for, you know, the price of a PlayStation or less. In fact, I'm probably out behind with my pricing there. I don't know what is the price of a PlayStation now? Should we find out? How much is a PlayStation these days? I'm not going to search. I'm going to say oi, stop showing off my research. Right. How much is a PlayStation 5? Wait, is it PlayStation 6 now? Just goes to show how much I know. Oh, you old man. You don't even know. Is it PlayStation 7? Here I am. I'll search. Wow. Okay, so you could get 2 plotters. You could get 2 of these things for the price of a PlayStation 5. Okay, cool. But then is that not even the real... Well, whatever, guys. I don't even know. PS6? Question mark? I'll search for information about it. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. So we're good. So basically it's... A lot of people would, you know, buy a PlayStation 6 and have a lot of fun. A PlayStation 5, have a lot of fun. That's cool. But yeah, I think that this thing is pretty interesting. There's a lot you can do with it, and if you're in the generative media space, you know, you can make transfers, and there's a Steam, they've got another tool, which is like a Steam press, I guess, and then you can do the t-shirts. So this is actually super cool. I'm going to be checking it out to see what we can do with it. Right. So anyway, are we here? No. Oh yeah. It's making the next cat. It's still going quite fast. It's only taking 1 minute. 1 minute to do each one. And they're reasonably sized images too. So it's making another cool cat for me now. I should be saving them all in the gallery. It's all looking good. I'm just testing to see the features are working, you know? Alright. Stand up on this one. No. Stand up. Oop. That's another thing. I need to recreate a new animation suite for myself. I think it's about time. But I have a professional curiosity I need to solve first, which is partly the other project that we're running at the moment. How are we doing over here? Is everything still looking horrific, or did you fix it? What's it say now? Next step, substage 3.2. It's ready, he says. Wait, what? It made an image? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. Show me. What the heck is this? Whoa. Oh my god, it made an image. I have no idea what the prompt was, but it made an image. I think it's supposed to be like an image of the sunset or something. A landscape, a mountain, you know what I mean? Mountains at sunset or something. That's really interesting. What the hell was it trying to make? Alright. Alright. No way. Alright, let me just review here real quick. So what is the final phase? It's mostly performance testing. So if we finished this phase, it might be finished. I wonder, because you know how he is, they like to test forever. Wait, if Xformers wasn't available, how do I know it really did it? Okay, so what the heck? A simple mountain landscape. Enhancing with LLM, but it doesn't have an LLM right now. Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's say this bit. I think it's using sentence piece. Enhancing with LLM. We are using placeholder sentence piece transformer. We need to implement the Let's do OpenRouter API first. OpenRouter API provider with default Sonnet 4.5. Okay. I wonder where the best place to actually do that is. Yeah. We can add the OpenRouter key to the .env file. Yeah. In fact, we'll say load. We can load the open from where define it. It's even better. Okay. Seems fair. What's your intent? Zeus says, hello, I had a co-worker that went this way doing his own business. He had a CO2 laser, galvanic, high-power LED, a ton of custom tools to make custom content like paint on a bike helmet and stuff. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I'm not quite being that extravagant, but for show. Full Dive says, hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing great. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining. We do start an hour early, but the clocks are changing soon, so probably it's all going to be for nothing. But we try. It is also not the right size. It should be 1024, so you get weird stuff happening when you make it small, but it shouldn't be that bad. So I suspect mock data in the pipeline at this point. So how about, I mean, I'll take Sonnet, I'll take 3.5 Sonnet, that's fine. It's a small thing. So API is going to add some latency. Yep, that's cool. Go. Let's close everything. But that's awesome. It did actually make an image, and it does sort of look like mountains-ish. You know what I mean? That's a success for me. I mean, I was expecting just to get noise, guys. The fact that it even resembles anything is pretty, that's a win for me. Because what I'm making it do is totally insane. Under the hood, anyway. Like, how do you put Sonnet 4 into the clip, though? That's the experiment. How do you put Sonnet 4 into the SDXL clip? How do you do that? I don't know. Let's find out. Does it somehow? Some kind of arcane pipeline nonsense, most likely. It's probably bad, but it is fun. What? It needs OpenAI for open router integration. I didn't know that. Never noticed. I do need to put my key in though. See, I told you it's using sentence transformers. It's not real. Well, it's okay, but it's just not as good. Zeus, don't give drift ideas. To be honest, there's plenty of power tools. There's plenty of power tools. They don't mind. That's not my thing. I like the little electric stuff. But hey, I've been watching this little robot arm draw, and I reckon if we get the AI to make like a cool image, turn it into canny, and then send it to this thing, I reckon it'll draw it all out with the pen like. I want to get a video of this thing. Because I was thinking, you know, give it the ability to draw and say draw something. It's kind of funny. What do you want to draw today? Oh my goodness, look at this beautiful enhancement. Look at him go. Look at him go. How's the other thing doing? Did it ever finish? What happened? Oh. Okay, we got him. Yep. we got the glasses on the cat. It's because of the handoff between SDXL and Quen. It's got a like cold start. Maybe there's a way you can hot swap with Comfy. I experimented that once with some. It doesn't matter. They didn't work. I had a go though. I thought there was a way of doing a GPU snapshot for each model, but there's too many variables. I'm sure there's a way of doing it, but it's kind of like so niche. You had the discussion about a year ago. Nice to have some pieces of software to convert pictures and photos into 3D printage or laser printable content. Well, that's the thing, right? Imagine if we have a workflow which takes an image, does RemBG and puts it on white. You can just feed the image into there, and that would be printable, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's, like I said, this is just a knife with a robot thing on it, like a printer. It's like a printer head with a knife on it. It's like a low-tech solution to a high-tech feature. You know, I'm probably overblowing it because it is consumer tech, right? But it's not. It's like what I'd call prosumer, like a DJI drone. You know, it's not like the most expensive professional stuff, but it's something you can just go into an art store and pick up, and they have so many different vinyls and whatever. Anyway, I don't know anything about it. I just thought it. that looks cool. We could use that. So there we go. We got another cat. He's a bit weird though. Having some weird artifacts. Still not noticing the hat, even with Quen 25VL. Very strange. Not noticing. Update the prompt accurately. Well, I guess, yeah, he's not noticing the clothing. That's surprising. That worked before. So that system prompt sucks. I'm going to have to make a new one. Right. Make a new one. No time like now. This system prompt sucks. We can make it better. I will catch all these flies. They will get caught. How are we doing? That's better. I do think that having like, oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. It was too obvious. Just save the cat. Save the cat. Yeah. No more cold loading. All right. We'll see if that prompt enhancer actually picks up. It should be picking up the hat and the thing. I'm going to try switching it back to the other model next. But it's weird. It's not picking it up. Very strange. Normally it is able to do that. Oh! Onwards and upwards, as they say. So how are we looking? What? Uh-oh. Simple prompt enhancer object has no thing. Uh-oh. And the key not set. You never asked, mate. Okay, ENV, added open router key. How? How? Huh? Is there like a free use key now? Hang on a sec. What are we talking about? Hugging face token, yeah. Open a... Oh, okay. It just says your key here. Hang on, I'm just going to put a real one in. And then it can show everybody what it is later. Alright, close that. Don't ever show it me again, ever. Have we finished the stage? No. I'm like wanting to compact the stage now. But we need to make sure that what he did worked before I do that. Okay, we have now added the API key for Open Router. We should be using 4.5 though. I don't know why he would ever do the 3. It's because he doesn't believe me. I've actually had to argue with him a couple of times about this. I'm like, no, 4.5 exists. And he's like, no, you're wrong. It's been one of the strange ones. Oh, look at this. GPT-5 Pro is out now. See, this is why I like Open Router. You just want to use that. probably been up there for a while. I just didn't look. But yeah, all you need is this bit. So you copy that, and I just say, stop gaslighting me. Use this model as named. Exactly as named. Exactly as named. Sometimes he'll do 4 with a bunch of weird numbers at the end because he just doesn't believe you. Exactly as named. For the default model. Selection. I should just put it in the ENV. Do you know what I mean? I should just expose this option in the ENV so you can just put whatever you want in and you don't even need a UI for it. It's actually not a bad idea. We can consider exposing this value in the .env file. Yes. What a good idea. Why have I never thought of that before? Maybe there's a reason you can't do it. Because I don't care about having a menu if I can choose, you know what I mean? If I can just define what I need from that, it doesn't matter. It's means to an end. I mean, a menu is convenient, but, you know, where are you going to put the menu? I haven't even built the UI yet. Maybe we can just expose it. That's a good idea. How is our editor doing? Doesn't look like it worked. Don't know. Or maybe I'm just impatient. What's going on here? Oh, it's going slower. Something I've noticed about Quen lately. It goes fast, then it goes slow. It's all over the place. The sizes aren't changing. 13, 1 minute. 1 minute. 14 seconds. 13 minutes for the Quen image. And then the next Quen image, 1 minute. So I was like, oh, it's all of the loading, you know, going from... But it looks like... I don't know. It's just slow. Maybe it's because I've got this loaded. Don't know. Oh. Yep. Implement the thing with the thing. Yep. We need the ENV model selection. Hell yeah. Can see the jobs running. Oh, yeah, there it is. Thanks for that. Time to cancel the key. God damn it, Sonnet. Yeah. Disable. Yeah. Now I gotta make another one. You monkey. Oh no, he's hard cooked it. But what's the point of having an ENV config if you're gonna hard cook it? I can't believe he leaked my key. God damn it. Alright, are you done? Are you done floundering? No, he's probably going to spit my key out again, so I got to wait. I can't believe it. You monkey. Says got prompt. Where's my image? Oh wait, no, there it is. It did work. We had a fat cat before. Or it's just the same cat now. Yeah. So we're going to get a different hat maybe. Yeah, see, it's much quicker. So the first load takes 7 minutes. And then the second one is like a minute. So obviously it's got a cold start. You know, the Quen image cold start is what's causing the delay. So what I think is, if I just make a pure Quen edit chain, it'll be fine. It'll be much quicker. Could probably do more as well, more steps in the chain. Stop. Plan. ENV. New key. You massive melon. What I'm going to do is reduce the size of the screen, so if it happens again, you don't get the whole key, and then it's like, but what a monkey. Alright. You opened the .env and displayed the key. So it has been changed. The new key has now been entered. Try not to expose my key again. Thanks. He thought it was broken because he believed me that the key was right. Bless him. Alright, I think... Alright, now I'm just going to make sure he doesn't immediately parrot the new key back to me. Let's do some more stuff with this. See, what I want to do is get an LTXV workflow and then pipe the last frame into, or pipe the frame into there, because I think, you know, do a bunch of edits, pipe it into video. Take the last frame, do a bunch of edits, pipe it into video. That'd be a really cool workflow that will make, you know, decent form video. It's nice. It's nice. Put it together with a bit of a combination of Banana and VO or Banana and C-Dream, and it works really well. So I'm just trying to make an open source wrapper. Trouble is, you can't do it all in one workflow because often the Comfy explodes, which is because you're trying to do something which is a lot of data in a browser, to be honest. But anyway. Okay, so did he immediately spit the key out? No. Alright. The correct thing is there. Alright, go, go, go. We're back. Don't worry, it's not the whole key. Yeah, there's Thingiverse. There's Thingiverse, which is pretty good. And yeah, you could print out a TARDIS if you wanted to. But nah, this is more like stickers, vinyl, transfers, ink, dyes, just general cutting to plan. And then, interestingly, like I said, you put a pen in its hand, right? So what happens if I put a canny into it? Will it explode from the detail? I don't know. Will it be able to do it? I don't know. Maybe it can't even do that. I don't know. I'm going to find out. Either way, I think it's a pretty cool tool. I'm probably going to get the press as well. Making things. Right. But yeah, it's called a Cricut. C-R-I-C-U-T. And it just looks like a desktop printer. You know, it's pretty sweet. I didn't know you could get them that small and cheap. Normally they're quite expensive and large. We'll do the classic. Oh. Oh no, I'm okay. See, the nice thing was you get a different cat every time, see? So it kind of... But I don't know. Because I don't have text... Well, do you know what? It's just a case of making one, right? So, yeah, let's go and Quen edit. Quen edit Litex to Jeff. Quen image edit. That looks like the one. But how could I make this work for text to image? Because then it doesn't change all of this, and it makes it faster when I'm doing Quen edit. If I want to do a Quen, if I want to do a text to image, you know. It's like, how do you adapt something that is for editing? I'm sure it'll work, but I just need to change it. So you need to make it so it doesn't require an image input anymore. Or then everything is running off of the edit, you know. Ah, wait, it's what's the word? Optional. It's an optional node. I'll just cook it to 16:9 for the experiment. I'll worry about the details later. So we've got a Quen width and height setting. I'll just go for 16:9 aspect ratio for now. I'll worry about, like I said, I'll worry about that later. I just want to see if this works, because it might make it, it'll still be slow on the first load, but then it should be quick thereafter, is the hope. So yeah.
Yeah, on the bushing.
God, what is it? 1328X or something strange? I think it is 1328. Right, so I have maybe a text to image, so we'll put that in there and get rid of that, and I'll probably want another one of those, to be honest. Can I not? I suppose I have to import another one if I want to. I'll just use one for now, I guess. Put that there. I'm also thinking just use a base enhancer instead of the you know, vision sensitive image update at the end, which just isn't really working with local. It works with Sonnet and stuff, but with a local LLM it doesn't seem to be able to notice the difference. So I'll just use the T2i base, which is still good, but I'll use that up front instead. And we'll go back to intern via LLM. So bring the LLM up front. Clear all the connections because we're just going to hook it up again, hopefully. So let's see, text in there, prompt in there. That gives us our initial image. And it's got its own instruct prompt for the edit. Just chain the image. And then, oh yeah, of course. And that is just an output of whatever the prompt is for the main image. I guess I could just take that down there. Yeah. Probably more like about there-ish, I don't know. I don't know how big it's going to be. Oh, new TV show, huh? Predator Badlands. Nice. Just in time for us to train some fan art on that enhancer I used, right? Make a Laura. Do the thing. So this will be Quen, edit, chain. Can I not type? Ah, I can't type. Alright, quickly just run it. Lots of bugs to fix. Sometimes we can't type. That's a bit of a weird bug. It's coordinates, so a normal canny, you have to fine-tune the threshold value so mechanics rattle itself out when printing small details. Yeah, true. I think, like you said, it'll be a get the canny and do threshold, as you say, yeah, to make it easy. Oh, something broke. Uh-oh. What happened? Invalid image file name. Uh-oh. Oh, I know what happened. I didn't chain it. Look. So it was trying to load whatever image was actually in the workflow, and I've moved all my images, so it's gone. That's cool. So this is literally overriding what was there, because it's such a weird way we've done it. It's kind of normal, though, I guess. So that makes sense. He couldn't do it because he didn't have an image, because I didn't hook it up. So it kind of failed like it's supposed to. It's got a red line around it. It's told me what's wrong. And then when you look in the thing, it says, image file, bad image file. So that's actually pretty cool. It broke gracefully. Oh, and interestingly, it broke before running the workflow too. Nice. Like it didn't run any other job because one of them didn't want to work. So all the workflows have to work. I like that. All right. So hopefully it doesn't take 7 minutes to load our first, because we haven't changed model. You know, we're not bouncing from SDXL to Quen anymore. Although we might be, because that's what this is. So wait, did you make another model? Did you make another image? Okay. I don't know, man. I'm not. I mean, all right. So, test the image generation. Is the mission to make a more complicated canvas than comfy? Yes. I guess so. No, it's just a flow runner, mate. It just runs a chain of APIs. That's all. It runs a chain of API workflows. It's really simple. If you've ever built a commercial, comfy, endpoint-based system, it's essentially what they do. But I'm exposing that for people to use at home. So if you want to chain 10 of your favorite workflows and have a bunch of LLM enhancement in between, you'll be able to do that. That's what it's for. That's all it's ever going to do. It's like an automation layer that sits on top of your local comfy UI. That's what it does. So it's not a new comfy. You need comfy. As a matter of fact, it's still in development. So look at this. Loaded partially. Bruh. Do you know what I think it is? I think my comfy is never purging its memory. It's like we were talking about yesterday. Maybe I need to add those VRAM purge nodes to the APIs, so when it gets to the end, it purges. Don't know. Could just be lack of memory on C, because it is getting low. I sorted out the other drive, though. All right, one day at a time, you know? I'm a little bit skeptical about what he's done here. It looks like it's just doing normal... it's just doing a normal image generation. It's like, hang on a minute, you've just built an... It's funny, you build the thing. You build the thing. He's like, should I do this and that? Oh, don't tell me it wasn't saved. Oh. Wait a minute. He's doing stuff. Okay, let me just figure out what he's saying here. What is it? Loading simple enhancer. So he didn't use the proper enhancer. It looks like I didn't get the API key in time. Oh. I need to change it to 1024 as well. Okay, so we're getting an image. Still no X-formers. I don't think... Man, it's a bit bumpy, isn't it? Oh, fiddlesticks. Come on, mate. What are you doing? Ooh. Ooh, that was excellent. And that's a 512 too. Damn, it works. Okay. Now I need to make sure he's actually doing the thing, because he might just be cheating. So So now we have to make sure he didn't cheat. Because it's almost too good. Okay, so I'm going to have two changes. One is we need to make different sizes. And I'll... Oh. Did he just print my key out again? God damn it, Claude. Memory efficient. 7 gigabytes of RAM, huh? Next. Oh, it claims... Okay. Right. How does run app? We have an app. Okay. He's deleted that test as well, the dick. I don't ever asked him to do that. See, I know he's just trying to clean up after himself, but it's actually kind of useful to have that stuff as part of the research record, you know? It's like, I didn't want you to do that, mate. But he does it. I guess you can just tell him to make a new one. Yo, Velocity, welcome, welcome. Greetings from New York, he says. Oh, and Gurav is asking as well what we're doing today. So we're doing two things. We're doing a bit of Electron testing with Flow Runner, and I'm having issues with my Comfy UI. This is my fault. I think I just need to make more space on C. Essentially, I've only got 43 gigabytes left. I made plenty of space on the drive I'm working on with the models and the Comfy and whatnot. But I think the swap file is choked out because it's a 75 gigabyte swap file in Windows. And so I've only got 43.8 left. So it's constantly patching my system RAM, and all the VRAM operations are getting choked. So that's something I'll have to solve in time for tomorrow, I guess. Unless we have a go at it tonight. I've got a tree size open, but I've been distracted with the current project. So... Flow Runner is an abstraction layer that sits on top of your local Comfy, enables you to chain your API workflows together, and it also has a few, like, you know, LLM with Olama stuff for going in between. So here we have like a Quen edit chain, image to image to image, you know. And I was just experimenting with this T2I node to start the chain, because I was finding that the first thing we did would take 7 minutes. As it happens, this is taking 10 minutes already. I'm like, God damn it. So I'm just going to let this thing cook and see what happens. I think eventually what we'll get is a detailed cat. Then it'll have sunglasses and a hat, and then the hat will be on fire. So, you know, we're just chaining one workflow with three instances of edit. I guess this is like your fake banana. But I wanted to test when it errors, so you get this red outline. There's another thing as well, I think, with this app. It doesn't wait long enough, so there is a polling timeout. So if the image takes more than, like, I don't remember what the length is, but eventually, if it takes too long, eventually it'll just be like, well, that didn't work, and give up. So I have to come up with a system which will, you know, I was thinking about using logarithmic, so the check gets further and further and further apart until eventually it's like, you know, if it gets to your checking once every 2 hours, then you can consider it that job dead, you know. But yeah, the other thing I'm doing is I'm messing around with the SDXL pipeline for fun. Oh, we've got a thing. Oh. Hey! Oh, it was saying you need to do this and... Okay, alright. I was like, don't embarrass me like that. It's because he hadn't actually done it yet. Yeah, there's a Flask server. I just couldn't remember. I couldn't remember what the command was. It's just Python front-end appy. Okay. There we go. Right. Okay. So, enter your prompt. It will be an unimpressed white cat. White? What model is this using? Just base SDXL straight from Hugging Face. This is a... Oh, in the middle of my backswing. Oi. Question mark? Huh? Did he make a different UI? And that would be funny if he just made a completely different UI in the background. Like, oh yeah, while you were messing around with your endpoint wrapper, we should probably collapse this as well. Yeah, we should definitely compact the task, no matter what he comes back with. Oh well, that's all right. Wave pipeline. Hell yeah. I can't believe it actually made an image that looked half decent. I'm super surprised by that. Because let me see, it's obviously it's my research, right, is we're doing wave collapse. So like when you've got a bunch of propagated phases, it's like the fact that it even makes the image at all is kind of fun. So I need to make sure he's not just bypassing it, because he is a big cheat. This just isn't doing anything, guys. But then again, how could it? Because of the nastiness. For some reason, the My Quen image, yeah, it's time to cull some space, isn't it? We need to make some space. Where's all the video? Okay, you've got 200 in-app data, mostly Google and pip and UV and stuff like that. Not really much you can take out there. Nothing really. VS Code, Adobe, can't really get rid of that. My stuff, Adobe has a lot, Unreal has a bit in there. That's a game. That's a game. That's not a game. That is never getting used. Test blank. I bet it's really important. So important I can do it again. Ah, image line. What takes 18 gigabytes? Are you kidding me? Oh my God, you're not going to believe it. I've got 14 gigabytes of music. That's all the albums, that is. There's nothing but albums that are finished, you know? It's only the finished stuff. Well, I mean, that's an easy NAS job, that is. Okay. Just copy it across, make a new one. Do we not have a thing here for that? So, Johnson music. Oh, no, wait, there it is. It's right there. Okay. That's one. Spotify. No, not Bandcamp. Not Five Below. It's Scuffed Epoch now. So I've got an updated cache, which has got like, it's Whisper, it's Hugging Face. I need all that. And then I can't delete the Olama. I need my Olamas. I suppose videos. What's that? Oh, I know what that is. See, some of it's like filming stuff where I haven't finished. 8 gigabytes in the. I've got basically nothing on this machine. Where is all of the hard drive being used up? There's basically nothing on this thing. It's supposed to have 873 gigabytes. Somewhere, I mean, I think it's just not giving me the full space. Weird. I reckon I've got ghost data. Throttle says, hey, late again, headmaster's office. Something like that. We're just desperately trying to carve out some space on C. Just to see if I can improve the situation. But there's literally nothing on this thing. Adobe? No, it's just lots of Adobe programs, guys. It's not actually 37 gigabytes of data. It's like 2 here, 2 there. Oh, wait a minute. What's Epic Gain? Oh, no, that's Unreal Engine. I need that. Oh, see, it's all stuff I work on. Nightmare. How is it so? He says use WizTree. I don't think the tree is going to help. Like a different tree. The problem is my computer. Maybe it's not showing me hidden files or something. Maybe is that what you're saying? Maybe this other tool is going to show me the full business. Because I feel like I'm not really getting everything here. Like the numbers don't add up. When you add up what it should have and what's there, it doesn't add up. So, yeah, screw it. What did we manage to do? I know it's still copying. Yeah, it's almost finished copying a decent chunk. Worrying, there's nothing there. It's nearly finished. Oh, that's better. Spot temp junk files. Alright, well, that's finished. Oh, look, now it's suddenly interesting. Loaded partially. It's going faster already. Call it. This is why I get superstitious. See, look, as we manage to get up to close to the page file size. I mean, look, I don't know. I mean, it could just be the chain is always easier. And look, 20 minutes for the first image. And then 30 seconds, you know, normal loading times after that point. It's brutal. But I do suspect my computer is the fault. We freed up a buttload of space, though. I still need to do better. I could probably just like delete a bunch of Adobe software that I haven't used for a while. I mean, I probably need to reinstall it anyway because it's like always just they update everything so often. I probably, do you know what? That's actually a really good idea. Where's Adobe at? Just delete all, well, not all of them, but like, I bet there's a bunch I don't use at the moment. Yeah, Photoshop. I never use that. No. Okay, uninstall that. Remove it all. Be brave. Be brave. What the heck? Firefly? Oh, it's not actually on machine. I need InDesign, but I need InDesign. But how many are there though? InDesign 20. I actually unironically need that though. Is that all I have? What's Project Neo? Illustrator beta? Aha! I definitely don't need the beta. Oh! Character animator beta. Yes, now we're cooking. This is more like it. Media encoder beta? No, mate. Don't need all that. Alright, we're getting it. We're getting it. Sneaky beta stuff as well. There was the beta version. Yeah. Alright. What else is there? Lightroom and... Yeah, I don't... No. I bet that takes up loads of space as well. Adobe Express is a mobile app. That's also a mobile app. What about this one for versions? How many Photoshops do we have? Just one? I don't believe you. So InDesign, Premiere Pro and Photoshop. The rest should be not, I mean, you know, Acrobat, what you're going to do. Okay, so we managed to get rid of a bunch more crap there. What difference did it... Oh my god, it made it... No, actually it didn't. It's cool, we're up to 83 free. It's funny. Oh no, I said make the hat go on fire, not the cat. The hat's on fire, not the cat. Oh well, I suppose it's going Super Saiyan or something. It's changed its stripes. Right, so now this is actually sorted out. Maybe we could say an unimpressed white. I want to check the load time because it should be hot. There's no reason why it would get a cold start on the same model. Everything's the same. Loaded completely. Ooh, that's the first time we've had loaded completely tonight. But it went back to partially. But 18418, 180859059 18418. 18418 took 20 minutes. It's probably not actually like a correlation like that, but 059 fast, 18418 slow. It's not really a pattern, guys. It's fine. I just want to know why it's suddenly like the cold start is brutal on this, and then everything's super fast. Could it be it actually takes that long to make the latent? And when you're doing image to image, you're only doing like a little bit, so it is just genuinely quicker. All right, well, coffee time again. back. I had to run and get some water. Yeah, so this cutting thing is interesting because I'm not sure if I'm right, but I don't know exactly, but it seems like you can print out your work and it seems to have a mode where it's kind of aware of it to a degree. I'm not sure exactly. I haven't used it yet, so I don't know. Don't quote me. Until I'm like, tell me to quote, until I say quote me. I just hope there's not like a paywall. You know, I hope it's not full of paywalls. That's all I hope. I'd be very upset, but I suppose you've got to make money somehow, right? Let's get back to it. Boom. Hello, everyone. So, what are we doing? We're still doing Quen edits. It's funny. It seems to be going faster now. I don't understand it. I think it must be something to do with the way the lightning works and the way it tries to work out how long it's going to take. So it'll say, oh, it's going to take forever, and then it'll speed up a bit sometimes. Don't know. But certainly, you know, 20 minutes for the first image and then 30 seconds for the rest. Something weird's going on there. That's something weird. But yeah, we've managed to get it to like 5 minutes for the first image. Still sucks. But it wouldn't have been any different. See, that's the thing. This doesn't make your comfy any faster or slower than it already is. So if you've got a whole bunch of super fast workflows, it will be super fast. It's not about improving or trying to make it, you know what I mean? All it is chaining workflows together in a Flow UI. So it looks like comfy UI because I find it convenient. I think it's a good way to do it. And it also enables us to bring in other kinds of things. But for now, it's literally just executing a chain of API workflows to where? To your comfy. Because all the other apps we've been building have been API to some provider that you have to pay for. The difference with this one is it's running to your computer, to your GPU. So that's all. You can see the timer running. Oh no, you can't. Let me stand up. Boop. So you can see the timer running down the bottom of the screen here. And we've got our doggo. The doggo took 5 minutes, 6 minutes to generate that dog. And then it's going to take about a minute to do each edit. So we're going to go glasses, hat, fire. Now I did say the hat is on fire. Okay. So it's like we've done this demo before with Flux Context, and of course we could have used Flux Context GGUF workflows instead. Like I said, this is like up to you what you want to use. The reason I didn't want to like give out, well, I guess I kind of did give out a bunch of them in this version, but we still need to solve that. That's a big one as well. An external folder, so that when you build the exe, there's actually still a folder you can load from. Let me write that down as well. That's a biggie. I've never tried that. It's kind of like a modding thing. Custom workflows cannot be imported by the Electron build. You just can't do it. There's no way to do it. So I need to add that. I've got a load of really cool, interesting things to solve. I love it. It's like an infinite mystery box. But the idea is to open source this one. So I could give it out now, but what's the point? You know, the workflows that are cooked into the app only work for me. You don't have my exact model name and pathing and stuff. So it's supposed to be, you can do it yourself. It's self-serve. Oh, I've got 5 workflows I want to chain together. Okay, you can do that. The next thing, of course, is to make it you know, have a queue as well. So then you can have a queue of queues, a workflow of workflows. And everyone's been talking about subgraph lately. Yeah, cool. Can API do subgraph? Because that means you can do subgraph in your workflow of workflows. Well, in the workflows of your workflow. Yeah. That's all it is. It's a box in a box. An abstraction layer that sits above. And, you know, I hope to basically put everything you can do in Comfy that I'd want to chain together. That's the idea. That one actually... Wait, why is it a cat? Oh, crap! I changed him into a cat. Damn it. The dog. The dog. The hat, okay. Alright, but hey, the hat was on fire this time. That did work. There's our enhanced prompt, just showing that you've got the Olama enhancement. The idea is you can put custom Olama enhancement tasks in between if you want. But when you're just doing edit like this, it's less important. But like, for example, say you wanted to send this to video, we would have at the end the final image that gets sent to video. We'd obviously get this, you know, you don't have a prompt, so we'd take the image, put that into the LLM with a cat with a red hat and sunglasses, the hat's on fire, and then it will convert that into a video prompt with the correct system prompt put in there. And then again, it's like a little pipeline. Do you know what I think we'll do for fun? We'll shove the 122 on there, because I bet it will take 18 years to load. It's only an image, so... Oh, I know. Yeah, true. We'll just get another LLM enhancer and take the original prompt. Because he's not going to notice. He's not going to notice. I'll use a text box and type it in. It's fine. Is that it? Okay, so I'll take the image, put that in there, take the image, put that in there, take the prompt, put that there, take the output, put that there. So it's basically the same. I'm trying to make it easy. So if there's a similarity, it's because it's a homage, guys. It's a homage. It's like cheese. Oh yeah, and you obviously want the text display so you know what it's actually doing. Huh. Wait. Yep. Okay. So obviously, what's this? This is my WAN. It's my WAN upscaler. That's fine. I'm gonna need an enhancer. Okay, whoops. There we go. Right. So, this is going to make us a 4K image. Hopefully in 16 to 9. Cat. So I just need to get the last one here, which will be a white dog with a red hat and sunglasses. The hat is on fire. Uh-oh. Where am I typing? Well, that's not a good sign. So anyway, it's I think it's going to catch up. I hope it's going to catch up. The Electron build did a lot better than I thought it was going to do, guys. I thought it would have melted like within the first half hour of the demo. But as it happens, it was my Comfy that was the problem tonight. But it seems to be running a bit quicker now. Let's see if it actually sends the job. It might be cooked. It's lagging like hell. Tempted to try and save it. Test 1. Just try and save it. You know, you should be able to save and load them. But I think you can see how if I had a whole bunch of different like workflows that are all doing very specific things, it's easy to just chain them all together like this, and you don't then have 100 tabs where you're saving the image and putting it into the next thing, or relying on some load history node that kind of works sometimes but kind of misses a lot of the time. Or no offense, I make those nodes too. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of awkward sometimes trying to do certain things, and so everyone does their best. But maybe there's another way. Because like I said, if I was running a proper image platform, you would be having to make some kind of UI solution, which is at the back using endpoints, right? Those endpoints will be running on a private comfy instance because they want control over the models and stuff. They're not, you know, buying tokens and they're not. Do you know what I'm going to call this? Token drop shipping. I'm going to start a new phrase. I think that's the right word for it, isn't it? Token drop shipping, where I just have an API key and I pay X per month for my key from someone, and then everyone that logs into my site, they actually just buy tokens slightly more percent than I buy them for. But I don't really have a GPU. I don't really have models or anything. Do you know what I mean? I'm just reselling tokens. I'm a token reseller or a token drop shipper, something like that, right? I don't really have them, you know, but I charge you a little bit more so that you can use someone else's stuff. So I'm trying to like show you that if you have something like this, it's using your system. Drop shipping is when you deliver from a supplier in a country to a direct. Right. Okay, so in this scenario, yeah, you are drop shipping tokens to your client from a different country, say Amazon data center, the Google data center, yeah, the Anthropic data center, the Runware data center, you know. But the point is, it's not like you're just signing up for a service and paying for it. You're signing up for a service, but then you're selling that service to someone else, right? But you don't actually have any hardware contracts. You don't have any GPUs. You don't host any models. It's all just token reselling, you know? Yeah. It is kind of like drop shipping, isn't it? They're kind of like, I got all these tokens. Hey, you want some tokens? And they don't really have any tokens. They only have the tokens that you're buying, and you pay a percentage higher than, you know what I mean? So it is kind of like token drop shipping. I prefer the term token reselling because you are a sub-distributor. Yeah, you're just a middleman that is taking a percentage for being in between you and where the model really is. And sometimes that's fine because of the expense, right? But my point is, if you're a local comfy person, which I know a lot of the viewers of this channel are, a lot of the subscribers are here because they have the local setup, right? So if you have the local setup, you could actually vibe code some of these front ends for your comfy back end. Is OpenRouter a reseller? That's a good question, because technically they provide hosting to loads of different. I would say that OpenRouter is so big, they're more of a provider, because you get patched through. Like, you can bring your own keys to OpenRouter. Yeah. So like, if I got a key for OpenRouter, right? And then I let you come to my website where you could write books with my narrative inversion software, right? If I was then to charge you tokens, you're really spending my tokens, and then I'm charging you, right? But I don't have any hardware. I don't have any GPUs. The service is the concoction of the code to do the thing, right? Write the books, okay? Yeah, Anthropic is the manufacturer, OpenRouter is the distributor, then Drift is a sub-distributor. Yeah. Yeah, and they get better prices by bulk. But you got to remember as well that OpenRouter, they allow you to bring your own keys. So you can still use the OpenRouter systems, even if you have OpenAI or Anthropic keys. They allow BYOK, which is like, that's why I consider them a provider or, you know what I mean, more than a publisher. Because they literally just provide a service. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you trained your own model, you could list it on there. I mean, I don't know what the details are, but anyway. How are we doing? It seems like that first image is always a doozy. See that? That first image is always a doozy. Like 6 minutes for the first image. It's got to be that this is just a killer. I might just actually ditch the idea of the T2i node and just go with load image. It's not as dynamic, you know. And the problem was that the SDXL handover, go from SDXL to QuenEdit. I'm gonna end up using context because it's just gonna be cleaner, you know. If I have context can make images and it can do edit, even though the QuenEdit is better at it, in my opinion. Oh, okay, this is going to get weird, but it's fine. We're going to get a proper doggo. High quality, unimpressed white dog. Okay. All right, we're making things. Well, I'm not doing it. I'm not selling any tokens. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, in the hypothetical where you come to my website and write books with my code, it's being powered by Sonnet 4.5 in the background, for example, right? So say it cost me £10 and I charge you 12, I make a £2 profit, which, by the way, extremely charitable. It's not that, but yeah. If that was what it was, then you get it. I'm just a middleman. I'm just charging you for the convenience of the service, right? Yeah. But yeah, if you've got your own local thing, you can just, you know, the local models are great. So, and like I said, my idea with this last LLM processor here is we put a video prompt in. I should have already done that, actually. I've got one somewhere. But if I put a video thing in, boom. Well, I guess you have to do a little bit more than a 20% markup now, don't you, Dragon? Because the taxman's going to want his 20. And we all know that it's probably more like 30 these days. Things start to get a little bit challenging. Yeah, but I agree. I suppose it depends on the business plan, does it not? Oh, okay. It started to kick into QuenEdit gear now. So it should be, look, it's 30, see what I mean? 6 minutes for the first image, and then 1 minute, then 30 seconds, then, you know, it's like, it takes forever to do the first one, and then done. But if I didn't do this one here, it would still take forever for that first one. It's kind of funny. Yeah, they get you 20% on the way in, 20% while you're there, 20% on the way out, and then 20% in 20 years when you sell up. I think that's about right. Oh, and 20% a year, and 20% a month, and 20% on the fuel, and on the food, another 20%, and 20% on the power, the electric. What else? 30% on the credit card, but that's not the government. Is he playing piano? It looks like he's playing a grand piano for some reason. But yeah, like I said, you can make these automation chains, and there's a whole lot more that you can do. We're only really scratching the surface. I'm just trying to test that this thing works. The goal is you can drop any API workflow from your main machine into a folder, start this thing up, and they will appear as nodes which you can drag and connect. And the challenge is, Comfy UI is such a diverse ecosystem, it's going to be almost impossible to catch every single type of workflow, isn't it? But there's a couple of things which I think are quite innovative, and that would be the dynamic self-discovery of certain parameters. And also, we don't need to worry about sizes, because we take either the image for sizing, or we're using megapixel scaling so that we can do tall and wide, no problem, you know. But again, it's still a work in progress, guys. The simple idea is just being able to chain workflows, and we'll see where it goes from there. I would also say, though, it should be possible to attach to, you know, a remote server. So I just haven't tested it. It's not inside the scope, you know. Oh, looks like that's actually going to work. Oh, it's loading WAN, guys. So we're going to get a tiled upscale of that. Did I change the denoise? I hope I did. Yeah, I did. The default's too high. But that means it will be Quen image, text to image, then 3 chained Quen edits, followed by a prompt enhancement with vision of the last image that's used to make the 4K upscale that's actually done with WAN 2.2 tiling for a single image. So it is the video model, but for a single image. And that's all from Unimpressed White Dog is what kicked that off. So Unimpressed White Dog, and obviously we have preset edits in the workflow. But other than that, it's just, yeah, workflow chaining. This is pretty much the concept that allowed my video editor to work online. But I know that that's not accessible for everybody, because they don't have the API money, basically. $1.50 for a video is crazy. But we do have LTXV, we have Hunyan, we have WAN, right? And if you can just make WAN video generation into a node that you know, so at the end you say, make this a video prompt and plug it in, and then it will make your video. And then the next plan, of course, is being able to look in the gallery and go, take the last frame from this. Or I'm thinking just have a slider, you know, so you have a slider and you can pick any frame you want. But we'll see how I do it. I've done it different ways, I'm trying to find like the best way of doing it. But essentially you can then chain things together. And I did like a high-speed way of joining video, so I'm hoping that doesn't blow up. So then the idea is, in theory, once video is in, you can make these quick edits with video, put it all together. That's the plan. That's the plan. How's my SDXL coming on? We haven't looked at it for a while. He says he's working, but is he? No. Okay, so what's he saying? We need to update the front end app. The front end app. Everything's working, but the front end app is not. It's placeholder still. So let's see if we can do it. A quick spruce on the front end is required. French taxes. Oh man, don't. Yeah, UK. Oh, don't. I just try to keep my head down. Oh, is he making... What's What's he doing? Substage 3.2 rest enhancement. I thought we'd already done that. Hadn't we already finished that? I guess not. Wait. Oh, I see. It's got everything, but there's nothing there. Right, so it just needed to be hooked up. But it didn't exist yet. Yeah. I remember. I need to do a lot of debugging here. Yeah, velocity ascent. Nothing to see here. Yep, nothing to see here. Please disperse. Indeed. I wonder how long that'll take. Oh, it'll take about that long. 4 minutes and 33 seconds, huh? Okay, let's see it. Should be coming in any second now then. Oh. Wait, why is it loading partially still? Huh. So the last... What? Ah, there we go. Alright, cool. Done. So that one... Oh! Wow, that one nearly crashed. 4128 by 2304. It's not bad considering it's totally fake. You know, it's like literally the most fake thing you've ever seen. Well, you've seen some fake stuff lately, I'm sure, haven't you guys? But yeah, white dog, sunglasses, hat on fire, and then upscale. Not bad for a quenage. It's not bad at all. So, and then the idea is obviously if I wanted a whole bunch of these, obviously the seed's going to change every time, and it's possible to do a randomization. So we might not have a white dog every time. Maybe it's a black cat. Maybe it's a blue turtle. In fact, let's do that. Unimpressed blue turtle. How are you even going to do that? And I'll say the turtle. Can I even type? Super laggy. Turtle. The hat's on fire. White, blue turtle. Whoa! Set fire to all the animals if you want. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. You just said that. I say, all right. Huh? Well, that didn't work, did it? The background scene is on fire. There we go, we get there in the end. Bit laggy, bit laggy. Alright. It's very strange that that first gen always takes forever. It's like, it's almost like there's a cold start at the beginning no matter what. I'll have to look into that. Might be something that you can change to stop it. Alright, Conda activate wave. Yep, you probably need to activate the Conda, mate. Good job, good job. Probably should be using PowerShell as well. Okay, it's telling me to go ahead to the browser. Quick, copy my prompt. Alright, are we working now? Pipeline not implemented. Are you kidding me? That Control Shift R. Try it again. Pipeline not implemented, mush. You, Claude, you big liar. Pants on fire. But you told me. Right. Compress. Oh, what's going on? Compress. Lagging. Wow. Mouse isn't even changing. Come on. We've done a whole bunch of stuff and he's probably like clouded. We need to make him move on because we've actually got like a problem now, which is that the front end doesn't seem to do anything. Blimey, look at all that stuff. Yeah, there was a lot in there. Did he make another image? No. See, getting that image was encouraging because the first image you got was terrible. The second image was nice. I was like, okay, that's good. But I'm gonna get him. But yep, condense it. He hasn't even finished it. But wait a minute, you can't call it an improvement. What? Hang on, let me just double check. I mean, it's running, so... Okay. When we prompt, when we use a prompt in the app, is it app.py or something? We see only the following message. There is no image. This work was completed. Check for mistakes and establish the updated UI. It's funny. It's like he told me he did this 100%. Like UI improvements. I'll just let him get on with it. So let's see if we can glean anything from the document that I'm using. Because it might make a little bit of sense if I explain what I'm doing a little bit. So the idea is that it's using semantic wave with propagation medium and wave interference algorithms instead of a linear type of solver. It's not, but it uses the same solvers. Same VAE, same K-sampler, it's all in the clip. It's all, we're doing stuff in the clip. You can simplify it down and say we're putting a LLM in the clip, right? But we're not doing it like a lot of other models are doing it. something more. So wave-based versus promise-based. Fundamental insight is treating data flow through AI pipelines not as a promise chain, but as a continuous wave propagation. Yeah? So then we can have amplitude, phase, frequency, coherence. We can do all that stuff with math, right? It's not like guessing, it's math. And we let him deep thought himself to create this. So if it even works at all, I'm like, huh. So I was like super encouraged to see that working earlier. So what are you trying to... okay, hang on. Let's do a control C. Let him run it again. You broke it. You monkey. He broke it. It's funny, it's still running somehow, but he broke it. Don't understand quite how that works. Is it still running in a different tab? Oh. Yep. Oh wait, no, that's the back end. Okay, fine. Make sure pip... Why would you not have done that? So bizarre. You know what I mean? Like you finished the project and he's like, do you want me to do pip install requirements.txt? I'm like, how has that not been done? I'm guessing he must have added something to it later. I don't know. It's probably what it is. Probably so our new front end can talk to our Flask server. Yeah, it all makes sense. And just like get a bit like, what the? I mean, he says it's running. Do we believe him? Oh. Why do we don't need sentence transformers anymore? You big goon. Another missing dependency. Another heart attack. The DARPA chief? Turtle. Sunglasses. Red hat. Oh no, not on fire. I wish I could say that putting text on there was more reliable, because this would have been a great... I did try it. You know, bottom text, top text, you know, it was just 2 chains. You can make like thumbnail generators super easy. It was definitely a lot easier than making like one workflow which had like 1,000 different chains in it. Oh wow, that actually didn't it came out okay. That's very cool. It's not bad actually. Anyway, he's going to immediately send it to Big Wan for the 4K. So that's going to take 4 minutes, something like that. So in the meantime, let's see what we got here. Oh, it says it's running. LLM type open router. Oh, baby. Okay, so let's have a look then. Are we running? White cat. Not yet implemented. Are you joking? This guy. What have you done? It says output directory, outputs. I don't think you've actually... Okay. The app is still unable to generate an image and still presents a placeholder message informing the user that no work has been done. No work has been done. And the feature is missing. I love how I'm like I'm exaggerating. We can investigate the implementation of the fully working front end function. I mean, what are we talking about? This is like number 3 now. It's not long chat. We compressed the chat down to 50k from 250 mil. I mean, it might be, maybe I've got to just start a new chat just to get this one bug looked at. But he is being weird. Right, let's just kill this. And just delete them. You can make a fresh one if you need it, mate. Yeah, good, it's dead. That's what I want to see. No ghost apps. I mean, it could be a browser cache thing. This is puzzling, he says. You should be there, 5001. Yes. He's gaslighting. Okay, right. So I guess maybe restarting the terminal. Should see a modern 2-panel UI, which isn't what we had. We had the placeholder UI. So let's have a look. Hey, that's what we want to see. Right, an unimpressed white Cato. And what do we have in here? Advanced controls, nice, 7.5 and 40. That should give us a decent image normally. Oh, finally. I was going mad. Hopefully this isn't going to be an issue, because obviously, oh yeah, we should probably kill Comfy off for now. Kill Comfy. We're not this isn't using Comfy. Don't want to mess things up. Kill Comfy. Forget the app for a minute. Good night, Comfy UI. Okay, so now Flow Runner is done. We can kill that now. Oh, buddy. Look at it go. Okay. Oh. Image serve error. That's alright. We can look at that in a minute. Let's find this. Ooh. Huh. Surprising amount of fuzz. Doesn't mean anything because it's like one image, right? Alright, let's just read the trace. So we asked for an unimpressed white cat, initialized the pipeline, did the model manager, did the wave pipeline, start generation for that, with that, encoded the prompt, loaded the clip, initialized the clip encoder, enhanced with Claude Sonnet 4.5, that's what's happening there. Simple enhancer, generating image Using medium loading pipeline and off it goes. But it fluffed up the save. Okay. Or did it though? Yes. Yes, it fluffed the save. Do we have... what's that? Failed to load image, not found. Yeah, let's just see if he can fix that. That's like not even really a big deal. But I guess, you know, I'm just trying to see if this even works. Which it does. Now I need to prove that he's not cheating. Okay. We can see the proper web interface. Well, he calls it a front end. The proper front end now. And we're able to send an image for generation, which was generated successfully. However, the image is not displayed in the front end UI, giving an error in the browser console, and following errors or warnings in the server terminal. I mean, it went a bit weird at the bottom, but this is SDXL. I haven't changed the you know, it's kind of hard. I need to now prove what it actually did. Because AI is sneaky, and he might have cheated. So import wave pipeline. CUDA info and pipeline stats. Why is he... clip vit large, that's just clip L. Just clip L, Fernie. Not the vision model, even though you can get a vision model for that. Okay, so I said the thing. Image generation is working. Image was created successfully in 49 seconds. The issue is Flask can't serve it because something to do with the path. Fix front end. API path file name root needs to convert the path object to a string. So it's just like the link was wrong. Yeah, it's fine. This should be good. And then I can actually like test it. But I'm gonna ask him what remains to be done. He should be able to tell me as well, because the way we built this, it's aware of every sub-stage of the multi-phase plan. So it kind of breaks it up like a hologram with a fractal recursion to just extrapolate with more detail. Test by generating an image. Okay. Photo of an unimpressed white cat. Look at it go. It's actually pretty quick. For 40 steps, that's pretty quick. Is it always that quick? 9 seconds? Oh, it freaking broke again. How are you still screwing this up? Hold up. Server console error. Have a look in the browser. You kidding me? Still not found. Basically, the string fix didn't fix. Browser error. Yep. We need to create a step-by-step plan to ensure the image is delivered to the user interface. It is being generated. Like, all of the hard parts are done, you know. It's done all the hard part. Now you just need, you know what I mean? We built the tofu shop. We cooked the tofu. We, you know, we put the sign up. All you have to do is open the front door now. And he's like, I can't do it. It's like I don't know how to do that part, boss. I could do all the rest. It is being generated correctly and saved in the output folder. I don't understand how he suddenly can't do it. It's brilliant. It's because he's made it too complicated, you know? He's made it so complicated that even though the file is in an output folder... Hang on a minute. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I was about to tell him to change the whole thing. Let's see if he can get out of it. See, I was about to say, just read the response from the output folder. If there's a new folder there, show it. But no, it's cheating. It's cheating, and it's not as good as making him do it right. So what did he do wrong? What the? Windows slashes? Did he forget I'm on Windows? We get API image, that image. And there's the image. We can go and look at it too. What a beautiful Cato. That's actually a pretty good image for SDXL. Was SDXL always this good? I mean, we've been making cats with SDXL all day. Are they normally that good? I think they are pretty good, aren't they? SDXL is actually solid, but like, are we getting the same level of detail on the furs and the hair and the eyes? The eyes seem pretty stable. I mean, one of them is a bit wonky, I guess, but it's not as bad as usual. Need to do extreme testing and find out, because I'm doing weird stuff to make the to do the clip before we make the image, you see. I can't really claim to be doing much more than that. This is all very experimental. Yeah, why aren't we getting our image? Come on, mate. It's there. We are getting it. It's working. It's generating the image 100%. I suppose I could generate the image with the same seed and see if the outputs are the same. But I don't have a clean... I'd have to install a clean SDXL. Yeah, it's just extra extras. Extra extras. But we can get it done. I'm just surprised because, you know, I was thinking about this before the show yesterday. I was planning it and finished the plan last night. Restart the server. Gotta restart my Minecraft server. Wait a minute. You're not in the thing. Ah, crap. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. He's not in the virtual environment, guys. Conda activate wave. There you go. That's the boy. We want wave SDXL Conda then do the front end. Wouldn't it be funny if everything was fine and now he just broke it all? Favicon not found. Got errors already. Alright. A green chameleon. Oh. That's what I said. I just didn't put a capital C on it. (1024 by 1024 with 40 steps). Yeah, it worked. Sick. Now. Okay, so it's working. It is working, and it's working. Oh. No way to... I haven't got the seed exposed yet, so that's something else I got to do. Expose the seed. Alright. Sunrise over Boston Bay. Holy crap. Guys. Alright, what about faces? Extreme close-up of a woman's eye and face. Well, no, yeah. Eye and... Wait. Eye, retinas, and irises? Retinas and iris details. Retina and iris details. Remember, we got Sonnet 4.5 in the clip, generating waves. We'll see what happens. Went a bit farther, but do you know what, mate? For SDXL, this is a little bit too much, isn't it? Is this working? This is just the base SDXL, okay? No tricks. No tricks. This is just base SDXL. No LoRa's. I need to figure out exactly what it's doing, because I know what I want it to do, but this doesn't seem like normal. Oh, I know. What's the default prompt? Oh, crap. Oh, come on, please. Oh, it has to be running. I just want the default prompt for the space bottle. You know what I mean? Screw it. I'll find it. It's funny, isn't it? Oh, Comfy Blast. Here we go. It'll be in here. I've got an API version of it. That should be easy to spot. SRC, data, workflows, custom, and the bottle test is that one. Okay. I just want this. I just want a prompt that we've all seen 100 times, you know? That is a prompt everybody's seen 100 times right there. So, oh God, how many tabs? Interesting. Doing different stuff. It's doing beautiful scenery, nature, landscape, and then the purple glass bottle last. Oh, must be divisible by 64. Oh, how did you know that? What? Okay. There you go, mate. Now it is. 864, sorry. Are you kidding me? Is 1440 not divisible? Okay, I'll take it down to 1280 by 736. Still not divisible. 512, height must be 512 to 1536 and divisible by 64. This is like a little thing, it's like a trap I made for myself. You're breaching image resolution. Yeah, I know what the error says. I coded it. I put it there. See, really, I don't want to bother with this, you know? And also, I never have to type this in either. I'll have to go back to that. Who cares? Not the point of what I'm trying to do. I've already got like 30 nodes about resolution. There we go. Alright. Finally. I was just trying to get something I can look at and go, okay. Yes or no. Because we're at a point. You can kind of see the SDXL mistakes here and there. But it's not a fine tune. This is just standard SDXL. Okay. Compress. We're actually at a point. Yes, it is too good for vanilla, but I don't want to trick myself because I've, you know what I mean? I've been just lucky before, but yeah, it is too good for SDXL. And the reason is because we've got Sonnet 4.5 in the clip. For better or worse, guys, I basically put the prompt enhancer agent in the clip. So when you generate it, he does his thing. So God knows what the actual prompt was. That's the only thing. What was the actual prompt? You know, I've got unanswered questions. Great, it works. Awesome. But, like, what actually happened? It does a great job, though. I wonder if there's... Because the thing is, I'm not sure if, like, the way I'm using the LLM, he's enhancing the embeddings in the clip. Yeah, it does work. Yeah, it really works. Yeah. But I need to make sure he's not cheating. Because look at this. Look. Encoding prompt with clip. Enhancing with LLM. So he's doing the enhancement. I mean, look. I need to do more investigation to find out what he actually did. Okay. But it was more about the sequence of events. So, like, it's not doing a linear async promise pipeline. It's doing it like the brain with a wave pipeline. So there are different phases and frequencies all running at the same time. And they collapse, destroy, or support each other until you get an emergent answer. So, like, I don't know what, you know. The fact that it's even what I asked for is kind of crazy, considering the amount of shredding that's happening. An Eastern German painter. Painting landscape watercolor in the early afternoon. Renaissance. Damn, what the hell? Show me that picture now. Okay, it's worse than you think when you go up close, but it's surprisingly good. You know what? It shouldn't. I need to do more control tests. Because at the moment things are coming out very nicely, but look, you've got to do clean control tests, which I'm not doing, and I can't do it in this setup because the whole architecture is customized for this crazy idea. But that's a nice picture. Surprisingly expressive. Look at the detail on the grass and stuff. Look, I don't want to take credit for anything until I know that this is like really working. Because a lot of the time you build a thing and then it just turns out he just did a good job of making it like the normal way, you know. There's no errors. Do you reckon it'll let me do at least 768? I think so. It may be, Dragon, maybe. I mean, look, I'm going to prove it. And if I have, I'll be on the email to stability again. I mean, that's actually surprising. Like, the faces aren't perfect, I'm not going to lie, yeah? But I've seen a lot worse. See, again, I don't want to jump to conclusions because it's easy to look and be like, oh, wow. And then actually, you know, there was no difference. So I'm going to have to do a bit of like falsification testing where we like expose seeds and run it clean and comfy with, you know, without all this nonsense. But that's pretty easy to do. Do I have the SDXL base weights? Probably not. I doubt it would take long to get them. True, the brush wouldn't be able to make perfect faces and fingers, true. 1280 by 640 we want to try, yeah? Good idea. 1280 by 640. Wow. Boat's a bit weird. It's like two boats. And this isn't fine-tuned or anything. This is just standard base SDXL base 1.0. Surprising. I would expect. I don't know, maybe my memory of it is worse, but I just don't recall it being this coherent, that's all. I remember it having problems, like we were doing stuff with SDXL last night, and it was doing all kinds of weird nonsense. It was nothing like this. Oh, comfy. It is a time, a comfy son. Wave needs upscale. Hey, don't start. I'll have to make a wave-based upscaler. Oh my god. Alright, hang on. Right. I need the normal one. The normal. Here we go. There. Standard workflow. Right. 40 steps, 6 CFG I think it was. $7.5, 40 and 7.5, right, 40, 7.5, 1280 by 640. And then get the seed. I need a way to see the seed. 42, please. Oh, that it doesn't exist. And this is what we need. We need the SDXL. Wrong one. Wrong one. We need the SDXL, please. I don't even have it. SDXL base, that'll be the one. I was like, it probably won't take that long. Let's just grab it. What's the other thing? Oh yeah. Progress tracking and session management is what comes next. Continue with substage 3. Image gallery and history view. Yeah. Continue with the plan. But yeah, I'm gonna have to like actually interrogate the code base and find out like what the hell does it actually do during the stages? How do the waves actually interplay? What? Because it works, but like, what if he sort of didn't bother? If you have the diffuser model that has a VAE in the file, see, I haven't altered the VAE. There's no, the VAE hasn't been altered in any way. It's all about the initial encoding of the prompt and how we enhance that before generating the image. But it's doing the same confidence, coherence, and like similarity, I guess. Like I say, I want to expose more of the guts. Regenerate. But he's not finished. He's not actually finished, you know. We've been building this all day. He's not actually finished. So SDXL wave pipeline. That's what it is. I mean, I want him to finish before I start interrogating him, but the show's over. I even went 20 minutes into overtime. If you want to continue checking out what we're doing with this one, I'm going to be continuing the development tonight, so jump on to the Discord. You can find the link in the description for this video. Obviously, if you're watching live, that's what I'm talking to you guys. If you're watching later, probably the stream's already ended, but you can catch the next one. So I will see you all next time.
Alex, давай целую Eminem сделал.
Ja, mi smak sao. It's not smash again. What's it? Say, mom, I buy it, but I'm a girl's miss. Just get the woman again, like, when you say you can keep it, check. Not far, I never thought. Okay.